What's up everybody, Couch Mills here, coming at you with a brand new Valorant video, and in this video we gotta break down Riot's biggest mistake ever. This actually just completely blew up on Twitter and on social media, and we absolutely have to talk about it because it's just been freaking mental yesterday. But it's also mental how you haven't been subscribed to the GameLeap website, tips, tricks, guides, and so much down below, making you absolutely cracked, helping you to climb very quickly. Do yourself a favor, go check it out right now down below. So Valorant Champions has been on, the biggest Valorant event of all time up to this point, and it's been freaking hype. If you haven't been watching it, you're missing out. Lots of crazy teams, and as of now, we have our top four. They are officially decided as of now. That being said, yesterday were the two games that decided the last two in the top four. And on the last game, it was FPX, which is the previous winners of Masters, and XSET, a fan favorite North American team. They went head to head, and it was incredibly close. On the last map, then something interesting happened, and I'm gonna play it right here.
You want to close it in regulation? This is the round. XSET have dug deeper than I expected.
Xiao and Angel do the unthinkable here. The turret actually going to identify Angel, but it deals with it quickly. The smoke goes on.
Now the thing is, this is a very interesting situation because XSET actually lost here, FPX won, but XSET was obviously actually confused by this turret interaction. And for those of you who don't know, this is a turret interaction that has been in the game for a very long time. Basically, if the turret is looking in one location and it's just set up to look in one general direction, but someone jiggle peeks from another set location that's like far off to the side, the turret will jiggle to that person, shoot, and then if that person de-peeks, it will go back to its default position and still resume that little burst, that little 4-round burst. And this has been in the game forever, to the point where it's like, oh, this can't be a bug, right? Because it's been here since basically the dawn of time, since Killjoy has been a thing. That being said, for whatever reason, the players that were holding assumed that the turret was shooting at someone that it saw in heaven. So they got tricked, they lost, whatever, it doesn't matter. They didn't know this interaction, that they didn't understand the way that Killjoy turret actually works in the game, at least apparently, and they lost. So sad to say, XSET got eliminated. And that's where the night should have ended, but it freaking didn't. Riot came out with this ruling that basically said, yeah, that's actually a bug. The Killjoy turret fired in the wrong direction. We're gonna replay this round. Now, this is really, really crazy, because not only did this happen like an hour after XSET already thought they lost, they were already packing their bags, FPX already thought they won, they've been celebrating, now they have to go back to an empty stadium and play again because of a Killjoy quote-unquote bug that has been in the game since like forever. Like, it's not a bug anymore, it's a freaking feature at this point. Like, I don't even understand the decision at all, not even a little bit. And then a team that they thought they won made it into the top four, and everything got closed down, and there's like a huge break between now and the top four, which is this weekend. It's like celebration time. You made it to the top four. Like, if it was me, I would be like 4 shots deep. That's not even a joke. That's the truth. Why wouldn't you be celebrating? Like, come on. How can you give someone the win and then reel it back in this way on a short notice? Like, I don't even understand. I have no idea how what? Then XSET and FPX actually play against each other, right? And it goes into freaking triple overtime, but FPX managed to win. So they managed to win again. And honestly, that was the only result that could have happened that didn't end up in pure chaos. If XSET won and XSET actually moved on to this BS ruling, and FPX actually didn't, and they got eliminated after they already won, after they already celebrated for like an hour, after they already thought they won, whatever the case may be, it would have been chaos. So I'm really happy, at the very least, that this could have been way worse if XSET won. Now, that being said, things that happened afterwards should not have happened. XSET proceeds to get completely clowned on Twitter. The FPX players and just people that are fans of FPX, people that are fans of Europe and other regions, they're just sending massive amounts of hate to XSET, like crazy amounts of hate. And it got to the point where, you know, they were just getting spam barraged with this hate, and XSET players didn't do anything wrong. And they even went out and said, hey, we didn't even ask for this. Riot just did it. And Riot later on said, oh yeah, we actually asked for this based on the bug that we saw. XSET never asked us. So all this hate went to Xset, when in reality, it was Riot's fault. Now, we all love Riot, okay? And, you know, probably a couple of people made this decision. Maybe they were panicking a little bit and they were trying to solve a problem, but the reality of the situation is it was a really bad call to make, and it was not Xset's fault. Riot should assume responsibility, and Xset got a lot of hate for no reason, and it kind of pisses me off, I'm not gonna lie. And I know some of you are gonna be like, oh, well, Xset should have just said, no, we're not gonna play. We refuse to play, you know, even if you want us to, we're gonna do the right thing and not play. I mean, you can't really expect players to not only do that, but understand. Keep in mind that Xset lost and they already are like completely like locked out of the tournament, right? They're like, oh, we're getting ready to go home. We lost. We did a really good run. We played really well. We got, you know, all the way to the top 6, which was really impressive, but at the end of the day, we got to go home. And then people are like, oh, actually, you have to go up and play. They're not going to say, oh, no, we're not going to play. They're just going to play it out. They have no idea what's going on. And I just think that it's just ridiculous to blame them, even though they never should have gotten that second chance in the first place. But at the very least, it actually kind of worked out where FPX did win, even if you did like stress out these guys. Like, I just can't even imagine. I mean, if you go back and look at that second match, it just looks crazy where players are like whiffing shots that they weren't whiffing before. They're completely locked out mentally. I mean, imagine the testosterone, the energy, and it just like, you win, and it's like, oh yeah, you gotta come it back. Like, that's just so crazy to me. I can't even imagine it. But it even gets even funnier because there have been bugs that has happened in previous tournaments, and a lot of players are pointing it out like, oh, if there was a bug that happened, we have to roll it back. Like, even FPX Artists actually tweeted this out saying, I love how Riot last event confirmed I had 50 plus packet loss during a round, didn't replay it, and then I start teleporting 12 to 11 in the replay round, and nothing happens but a turret shoots at the wall and let's replay the round. So that's just like one thing, complaining about consistency. And then it kind of has turned into a thing where there's just a ton of memes where people are like tweeting out bugs that happened to them in last chance qualifiers and things like that. That's like, hey, we should be in champions. Look at this bug. Let's run it back. Actually, just put me in champion. So like, it's pretty funny to say the least, but Jesus, this has been an absolute shit show. And yeah, I was covering this on Twitter and like, I literally, you know, closed my computer, was off work for the day, and then boom, all this crazy shit happened. So yeah, absolutely freaking nuts. But let me know if you have any opinions about it down below. And the GameLeap website is the best place to pop off, dominate, and climb. Tips, tricks, and bug abuse. Just kidding, but you will climb. So do yourself a favor and go check it out in the links right now down below.